Good morning, Soul Tribe Tribe. I had a late start today. I am doing where I sit, drink my coffee, journal, and then I'm going to head off to the gym. Start my day. It's 9/11. So I wrote some stuff down and I just wanted to plant a seed of thought or awareness in your mind. So if you're still here, maybe this message is for you and you're meant to hear it. I put this in my yoga video the other day. We all have two wolves inside us. Whichever one you feed will be more dominant. Balance is key. I've heard that before, throughout my life. I've heard that before. I never really paid too much attention to it until you're going through something in life and then you are reminded of this, that you have two wolves inside of you. And I think it might even make more sense to somebody when they're hitting rock bottom or they're spiraling or they're going through the dark night of the soul. This might be helpful for you to hear. Because I was feeding one wolf more of my energy than the other wolf. And the other wolf that I was feeding more of my energy to was becoming more dominant. And it was the meaner wolf. It was the more low vibe wolf. I was giving that wolf more. And it was just making me more unaligned, more out of balance, and more miserable. And it's true, balance is key. It's your ego. It's your ego. Your ego is something that you need. Can't totally eliminate it, but you have to train it. You have to tame it. Your ego is your animal. It's always trying to protect you and keep you safe. But if your ego or your wolf is out of alignment, out of balance, it could create a lot of fear in your life. It could manifest a lot of shadow projections, a lot of fear into your life. One thing that I learned going through this spiritual awakening, this ascension process, leveling up, however you want to label it, coming out of the dark night. We go through many dark nights with the soul. They're not always going to make us hit rock bottom, but they never really feel good. What I've learned going through the dark night of the soul or leveling up is nobody can hold your hand, nobody can help you, and nobody can pull you out. The only way to get out of it is to go through it, because that's what the lesson is. You literally have to go through it. As much as you try to avoid it, you can't. If you are avoiding it, you're resisting it. And what you resist persists, and shit's just going to keep happening over and over and over and over again until you get through it, because that's where the lesson is in the darkness. It's in what you fear. It's in that sadness. It's in that loneliness. It's in that void. We get so upset in life because we have so many expectations, because we attach ourselves to stuff and we expect that we have this thing where we, like this Delulu illusion that we create in our minds, that we expect people to treat us a certain way or act a certain way. I'm just going to stick with people because it's easier to relate to, but this could literally be for anything. Could be for your career, making money, anything, right? We have these expectations, and then when things don't go as we planned in our mind, the Delulu land, right? We are faced with challenges. Not just challenges. When you have expectations and they don't go as planned, that's when the challenges come up for you. And that's where the fear creeps in. That's where your shadow self creeps in. That's where the intrusive thoughts come in. That's when the sadness comes in. That's when the anger comes in. That's when the madness comes in. That's when the confusion comes in. We all have a tendency to create fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. We are always manifesting. That is our nature, to manifest. A month ago or 2 months ago or a while ago, I was telling you guys this. I was popping on, giving you reminders to watch your thoughts, careful what you say, careful how you feel, because that's the recipe to manifest. We are co-creators in this reality that we live in. We created what we're doing right now. We created everything. You created how you look. You created the life you're living. You do it every single day. You just don't even know you're doing it. But when you are aware that you're doing it, that's a game changer. But sometimes we fall off. We take a step back. We're out of balance. We fall out of alignment. And then the shadows start creeping in, or the demons, however you want to label them. Your little demons. We all have them. We all have them. The demons are always on the sideline waiting for you to fuck up. You know? They're always casting a shadow into your life to create fear, to divert you from your path. Some of you guys call him the devil. Call it whatever you want. Truth be told, you created those demons. Those demons are you. They're a lower vibrational version of you. It's your fear, but it's still you. The trick to this is not to feed those shadows. Don't feed those shadows your fear. Don't feed those wolves your fear. Don't feed that ego side of you fear. It's okay to have fear. We're all met with fear, especially when we're mingling in unknown territory or unknown energy. It's healthy to have a little tiny fear in your life as you're embarking on something new, or thinking about something new, or getting into something new. Maybe it's moving to a new location, buying a house, getting a car, getting into a new relationship, getting out of an old relationship. Change always creates a little bit of fear because it's fear of the unknown. It's unknown energy. You don't know what to expect. But that's when your demons or your shadow self or your low vibrational entities of you, lower versions of you, are on the sidelines just waiting for you to feed them more fear. They thrive on that shit. They're always trying to cast a cloud over your judgment to make it look like you don't know what you're doing. This is the trick, the truth. And it sounds so easy, but it's challenging. You literally have to go within and get to know yourself. In my personal opinion, I feel like not a lot of people know who they are. They don't know what they truly like. A lot of people are coming out of relationships and they're really damaged, and they're holding on to that anger and that pain, and they dwell in it instead of, trying to understand the lesson in it. I'm coming out of an 18-year marriage. I don't hate that I was married for 18 years, because in some of those years I had really happy, good times, but I don't have regrets. My husband is my biggest lesson in life, which made it my biggest blessing in life. Everything happens for a reason. People come and go out of your life for reasons. We are all lessons to grow, soul growth. But you have to have a certain level of awareness, understanding. Maybe it's emotional intelligence to go through this soul growth instead of being stuck and saying, why is this happening to me? Because it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. If you don't get to know yourself and you live in that level of fear and hate and sadness, you're going to project your shadows onto other people. Your anger, your sadness, you're going to project that out to other people. In return, it's just going to come back to you. It's just going to keep manifesting and taunting you until you learn the freaking lesson. Me sharing this, making this video, is me planting a seed of thought into your mind to create awareness. I love you. Happy Sunday.